Power bottom at rock. Okay, stop with that. No has-been hotel for you. But come on. Anyways, everyone, today we're going to react to the Ion Dragon Explained. Because it's in all caps. Why did it attack Godzilla? I don't know, because it's an idiot. Things like 1/10 my size. Yeah, more like 1/3 my size. But you know what I mean. You know what they say, small things come in big packages. Never heard that before. Anyways, Jelsey, hit play. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea, dude.
Like, this thing is obviously
because he's dumb.
3-4 times heavier, taller, more muscular, and you still want
maybe don't attack the giant lizard. Trust me, I learned from experience.
Why? No, don't. How are you gonna disrespect?
Dude's just getting disrespected, constantly getting whiffed into the ground, thrown into a wall.
From this impressive battle, by the way, there may be a few
reasons why this dragon had the balls. Dude died in a minute.
Godzilla. This episode will discuss the new Titan who is.
Why is his mouth so big?
The new addition to the MonsterVerse roster of Titans. What made
I made him my B word.
Physical and mental attributes that were the chief reasons why it got murked by Godzilla.
Why I get murked by? No, dude got freaking annihilated by Godzilla.
But first, a bit of MonsterVerse lore for you.
All right, let's go MonsterVerse lore. Let's go, baby.
The modern-day MonsterVerse timeline was the attack on the USS Lawton back in 1943, 200 miles west of Pearl
I remember
Harbor.
those days.
This was a Fletcher
God
class
damn,
destroyer
you're
that was
old.
put out of commission
You're a
in less
space
than 3
dragon
minutes by
hydra.
this
Shut your
thing,
mouth.
the Ion
Okay,
Dragon,
I will.
a kaiju that was actually referred to, not by name, but by William Randa 30 years later during the events of Kong Skull Island.
So scary.
He described it as a brutal animal who had no conscience,
brutal
suggesting
animal,
that this creature
dude,
violently
it's an animal. Most animals don't have consciences.
Only
this is true.
Randa remained alive.
Yeah,
This
like
fella
cats,
in
they
Monarch
actively make the
Legacy of
decision to knock
Monsters
stuff
was
off the
still hung
counter.
up on this event.
True.
We don't blame him, and did not stop until he found the location of where the USS Lawton was hauled inland in the Philippines.
Probably shouldn't track down the giant kaiju. I'm just saying, bad idea. Probably.
Reality was that they were actually hiding this from the public, so as not to spread any more panic.
Hiding the giant evidence. That makes sense. You know, the government never lies to anybody. Definitely not. Corporations don't control us either.
Here is where we meet the Ion Dragon. But first, William Randa and his new acquaintance Keiko, in search of answers, ran into a grim sight. While walking inside the shipwreck, they ran into more or less well-preserved corpses covered by this questionable looking substance.
That's an interesting white fluid.
This stuff is basically a viscous nacre that the Ion Dragon can spew out.
I'm not gonna say that word.
Prey, as seen here.
Dude, why is your mouth tweened open so much?
Shells and the outer coating of pearls. This same material covers the dragon's victims,
barf, vomit, and mucus.
Them, and also preserving them for a very long time if the dragon wants
why
to
would it
feed
preserve
later.
them that long? Like, is he really gonna eat a 30-year-old snack?
I mean, I eat a 30-year-old snack with me, because I'm the snack that smells claws and exceptionally strong limbs, this dragon was able to effortlessly dig into the hull of the ship.
Did he say
and
lips?
Flipping it over,
I don't think he said lips, but I heard lips.
To fold metal like it was made of paper.
Yeah, you know, sometimes metal's like paper. You know, you knock down a whole skyscraper. Not a big deal or anything.
Was not that he shredded the ship, but rather carried it 5,000 miles to this location.
Definitely carried it.
The Ion Dragon would have had to drag this ship for a very long distance.
Yeah, dude, that actually pretty is impressive. Do you think he dragged it in the water by like a chain and picked it up? I don't know, but we'll find out maybe in the video.
Breaks in the ocean hauling a sunken ship.
Sorry, TikTok's going off in the background. You have TikTok? Nah, maybe we'll start a Godzilla mother. I don't know. We should.
Instead, the Ion Dragon could have skimmed it over the water, an extremely noteworthy feat
just like that.
The Ion Dragon at this point
How did it not break is the question. Like, picking it up like that might break in real life. Like, not the little plastic toy, but the big metal ship might just break.
Showcase it at an approximate size comparison to a human in our analysis platform. Once the official size is revealed, we'll be sure to take it into account.
Take it into account with the dead kaiju. That doesn't matter.
Yes,
because it's from the TV show that people watch, but not that many people. Did you watch it? Yeah, most of it. Nah, gotcha.
To a bovine's horns.
Bovine's horns. Cool, you know about that. You grew up on a cow farm. Well, you see. Shut your mouth.
Providing gripping strength with each bite.
Wow, an anglerfish. Such a scary thing. Don't I put a picture of an anglerfish. Oh, God, it's terrifying.
It's not that heavy compared to similarly sized megafauna, but it means that it's more agile. The spiked tail
more
ends
agile
with a
its
four-pronged
spiked
claw
tail that looks like a claw machine.
But
do you think it's going to get some plushies from, you know, a giant kaiju-sized plushie claw machine? Yeah, definitely. That's what I did with his claw when he died. Hey, yo, look, it was me! Cameo!
Atomic breath. Rodan's biology is biovolcanic, and Scylla
Yeah,
can
but
freeze
that
surrounding
didn't
water
really
using
help
a
him
special
there,
gas.
did he?
The
No, it
Ion
did
Dragon,
not.
although small, has the ability to leave behind a glowing trail of ionized radiation in its
So
flight
he's kind of
trajectory.
like
This
a
radioactive
stupid
ability
radiation
and its
puppy.
potential size once
Yes,
an adult
definitely.
categorizes
That
it in
makes
the
sense.
same rank as a Titan. But another indicator
Dude,
is
that's
the
no
Titan's
Titan.
effects
That's
on
like the
hollow
Chihuahua
Earth
of
portals.
dogs. Not a
This
real
Ion
dog.
Dragon in
I mean, we
particular
love
was known
Chihuahuas,
for
but come
dwelling
on,
in an
man.
area
Most
deep
dogs just
inside
kick
the Earth
them.
known as Axis Mundi. Not necessarily
Mundi,
as
that
deep
seems
as the
like a
hollow
fun
Earth,
place.
but an area more or less in between. Portals
Yes,
here become more or
Axis
less
Mundi.
activated by
Sounds
the
like a
radioactive
great
presence
time.
of a Titan. Back in 1962 in Kansas, Monarch conducted Operation
Huh.
Hourglass in an attempt to explore
How do you convince
Axis
someone
Mundi
to be
to
like,
trigger
yeah, yo,
the
you want to
portal
go
they
down in this
attempted to
big bubble
lure
you
a
may never
Titan,
come back
which
from?
so happened to
Okay,
be
sounds
the
like
Ion Dragon,
blessed.
causing the capsule to violently land in this realm. Unfortunately
Yeah,
for the crew, they were once
violently.
again attacked by this kaiju, who was
Yes,
now
I'm
a
sure
lot
they were
larger than when Shaw
absolutely
last
okay.
encountered it in 1952.
And they all made it home to their
Only Shaw
families.
escaped after being siphoned back to the surface after the Ion Dragon activated the portal
Yeah,
after flying through
siphon,
it.
maybe not the
We
right
haven't
word
seen
for
the
that,
last
but
of
you know
this
what
Ion
works for
Dragon
me.
yet.
Siphon some
Fast
gas
forward
out
to
of the thing,
2015,
you know,
and the
siphon it
Ion
back to
Dragon
life.
would have reached
Yeah,
much,
there we go.
much larger proportions, with the head of this creature being slightly larger than that of Godzilla
Yeah, dude, he's
himself.
like half
This
my
animal
size.
would now
He's less
rival
than
the
half my
size of
size
some
if
of
you don't count the
pre-existing
wingspan.
kaijus
Dude's
in the
tiny.
Monsterverse, such as the male Muto from 2014, and surpass Mothra in overall mass.
I'm not sure
It
it
is in
surpassed
this
Mothra,
scene in
especially if you count
finale
the
of Monarch
wingspan.
Legacy
She's
of
definitely longer
Monsters,
than
where we
him.
would see the Ion
At least I
Dragon
think
take
they
on
are. Are they a
Godzilla.
guy or girl?
By a certain
don't
chain of
worry,
events, the
oh
main
my God,
characters
what
of
is
this
that?
show, Shaw
Giant
and these
bug!
two,
Ah!
were reunited with a presumably dead Keiko. In an
Yeah,
attempt to go back to the
presumably dead, I'm
surface,
sure,
they had
definitely.
to activate
Yep.
a gamma
Everyone
ray
always
simulator
dies and
to
never
attract
comes
the
back.
kaiju and open up a portal back to the surface. But
Do you
unfortunately
think we'll
for
just
them,
feed the kaiju
Ion
little
Dragon
bombs?
pulled up
Do
again
you think that'll be
and was
humanity's
about
life?
to
I
ruin
don't know.
their
We'll have to see in the
plans.
new movie
That
coming
is
out in
until
March, baby.
Godzilla also pulled up, setting the stage
yes.
for a confrontation between the two
I mean,
titans.
if I was
But
the
who
Ion
would've
Dragon,
thought that
I would
this
have
fella
left.
would have the balls to face a kaiju
Yeah,
many times
dude.
heavier than
Things I don't
itself.
got balls.
There could be many reasons for this. One, Ion
I
Dragon
think it's
throughout its appearances
stupid.
has been shown to
It's
be
just stupid.
extremely territorial, showing zero
It doesn't
tolerance
matter if
to
it's
any
territorial,
organism, no
dude's
matter
attacking
how
a
big or how
giant.
small. Two, this Ion Dragon would have
That'd be like
faced
Wee Man
Godzilla for
attacking
the first
Steve-O and
time
expecting
here.
to win.
Keep in mind
Is that the
this
Jack
animal
Butt
would have
reference?
only racked
Yeah,
many
but we can't
victories
say the
throughout its
last word.
lifetime,
Okay.
potentially fighting and winning against other kaiju, explaining the
Yeah,
mild
no,
battle
that
damage
thing
we
has
see
not
on
won a
Wanted
single
Lords.
fight in its life
Perhaps
against
this
another kaiju.
also
Maybe one of the
thought
big
that
bugs,
Godzilla
but
was
that's
just
it.
another chunky
Probably.
slow lizard needing to be taught a lesson.
Yeah,
But he
okay,
couldn't
that
be
looks
more
like a slow
wrong.
lizard being
Upon
taught a
first
lesson.
encountering Godzilla, the Ion Dragon plays dirty and attacks the G-Man from behind.
I mean, I wouldn't call
Aware
that
of its
dirty. He
superior
swung in
melee
from the
abilities,
sky and hit me in the
Ion
back
Dragon
of the neck.
foolishly
That's a
puts its
pretty
own
standard
body
fighting
or
move.
tail in harm's
What do you
way,
want them to do?
and
Pull out the pair of
Godzilla
boxing
makes
gloves
him
and say,
pay.
put up your
The
dukes.
Ion Dragon will not be able to fully rely on this weapon anymore and gets
Yeah.
chucked thousands of feet away.
Just
The
chucked
Ion
1,000
Dragon
feet
still
away. I'm
thinks
sure
he
he's
can
okay.
win. This fella must have thought that this
That's
slime
right,
could actually
ooze
be
him.
effective here.
Ooze him
And for
good.
some time it
Slime
was,
her in.
But this only instigated an even more powerful attack from the G-Man.
Yeah,
Godzilla
really
gets a
dumb
hold of the
idea.
dragon and shows
Does that
him
even
a
count as
real
like a
weapon.
kaiju?
From here on,
Dude,
we're just
I
witnessing
dug
the
him
Ion
in the
Dragon
ground with my,
regret this
atomic
fatal
breath.
mistake. Godzilla rips the Ion Dragon's wing right out of the
Oh,
socket
yeah.
and hurls him back to the portal.
Yep.
But
That thing
is
died.
the Ion Dragon dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
The Ion Dragon
Calling it
probably
dead.
didn't die immediately here.
Dude
Remember,
died
some
to a
kaiju
bigger
do have
predator.
regenerative abilities that will allow them to regrow some parts of their
Ooh,
body.
maybe we'll see
Because of
Scott
this,
King
we
kill him.
cannot
That'd
say
be
that
pretty
this dragon
cool.
is dead
Ooh, I
yet,
wonder if.
unless confirmed. But let's say that this Titan did not have regenerative abilities to this extent.
Yeah, it's
and we
just
are
gonna
looking at a
walk around
serious
or try and
problem for this
flap
animal.
around, kind of like a
Creatures
butterfly
such
with
as
one
this
wing
who
and
heavily
die.
rely on flight as their main form of locomotion
Dude
will
is
now be
dead. Calling it
extremely
now.
vulnerable to attack against another kaiju, especially
Wait
one
a second.
that can throw hands
Nah,
on
that
the
wouldn't
ground.
work. Sorry, just was trying to come up with an idea for the whip for, Godzilla versus Kong, or Godzilla X Kong, whatever. Anyways, that was Goldie Center's amazing video. Check out the original, link in the description. That's a pretty sweet frigid Doom shirt. Might have to snag me one of those. Goji Center. Come on, slide this one in the DMs. Anyways, everyone, check out the video. Have a good day. Be good people. Remember, sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Peace. I'm just saying, Aspen Hotel is a solid show that deserves... Shut your mouth and get off screen. Fine. I'll talk about it with me after listening to him talk about anime.